Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a farmer named Hari. He worked hard every day on his small piece of land, but no matter how much effort he put in, he barely managed to grow enough crops to feed his family. Life was tough, and he often found himself dreaming of a better future, one where he didn't have to struggle so much. Hari's only wish was to have more wealth, more comfort, and an easier life for his family. One day, while working on his field, Hari noticed something shiny near the edge of his land. Curious, he walked over and found a small, sparkling stone. Right next to it was a tiny pouch. Who could have left this here, he wondered. Without thinking much, he picked it up and looked inside. There were a few small seeds in the pouch. Along with the seeds, there was a note that read, "These are magical seeds. If you plant them, they will grow golden fruits. But be careful not to be too greedy, for greed always leads to downfall." Hari was stunned. Could this be true? His mind raced with thoughts of the possibilities. If these seeds could really grow golden fruits, his life would change forever. He could become the richest man in the village, maybe even the entire region. Unable to resist, Hari decided to plant the seeds, ignoring the warning about greed. That very evening, Hari planted the seeds in his field. The next morning, he rushed to his land with anticipation. To his amazement, where he had planted the seeds, glittering golden fruits were hanging from the plants. Hari's eyes widened in disbelief. His heart raced with joy. He quickly picked all the fruits and took them to the market. When he sold them, he earned a massive amount of money, more than he had ever seen in his entire life. Hari was thrilled. That evening, he returned home with bags full of money, new clothes, and expensive items for his family. He told his wife excitedly, "Look, our days of poverty are over. We are rich now, thanks to these magical seeds." His wife, though surprised, was happy to see their fortunes change. From that day on, Hari's life started to improve. He built a new house, bought the best clothes, and began living like a rich man. However, as the days passed, Hari's desire for more wealth grew. He thought, if a few seeds could bring me so much wealth, what if I plant all the seeds at once? I'll have even more golden fruits. Greed began to cloud his judgment. Without a second thought, he planted all the remaining magical seeds in his field, convinced that he would become even richer. Every day, Hari would visit his field to collect more golden fruits. His wealth kept increasing, and soon he became the talk of the village. People were amazed at how Hari, who had once been a simple farmer, was now the wealthiest man around. But while the villagers admired him, Hari was becoming obsessed with his riches. As his wealth grew, so did his greed. Hari began to believe that there was no end to the golden fruits. He ignored the warning that came with the magical seeds and planted even more, thinking that his fields would overflow with gold. But one morning, something strange happened. Hari rushed to his field, expecting to see even more golden fruits hanging from the plants. To his shock, the plants were all withered. The once vibrant field was now nothing but dry, barren land. The golden fruits had disappeared, and in their place was lifeless soil. Hari couldn't believe his eyes. Panicking, he dug into the soil, hoping to find more magical seeds or some hidden treasure. But there was nothing. His wealth, the magical fruits, everything was gone. Hari's heart sank. The magic had vanished, and with it, his dream of endless wealth. Hari was devastated. Not only had the golden fruits disappeared, but his field, once fertile, was now ruined. He had been so blinded by greed that he failed to save any money for the future. In his obsession with riches, he had spent all his earnings on luxury and show-off items. Now, he had nothing left, not even his crops, to feed his family. Word spread quickly through the village. The same people who once admired Hari for his wealth now mocked him for his foolishness. "Look at what greed does," they would say. "Hari had everything, but he threw it all away." Hari realized his mistake. He had been given a miraculous gift, but instead of appreciating it, he let greed control him. Now, he was worse off than he had been before finding the magical seeds. Hari's pride had turned to shame. With no other choice, he decided to return to his old way of life, working hard on his land. He began to clear the barren fields and started planting regular crops again. It was a slow process, but Hari was determined. This time he knew that true wealth came from hard work, not from magical shortcuts. Over time, his fields started to bloom again with crops. Though he didn't have the luxury he once had, Hari found peace in his simple life. He had learned a valuable lesson, that greed leads to ruin, and that there is no substitute for honest work. As he rebuilt his life, Hari would often share his story with others. "Never let greed guide your actions," he would say. "I had everything, but I lost it all because I wasn't satisfied with what I had." Hard work and contentment are the true paths to happiness. The villagers, having seen Hari's rise and fall, took his lesson to heart. They admired him not for his past riches, but for the wisdom he had gained. Hari may not have had golden fruits anymore, but he had earned something far more valuable: understanding and peace. Greed is a curse. True happiness and success come from hard work and contentment, not from shortcuts or magical solutions. In the end, Hari's story serves as a reminder that while fortune may come and go, the real wealth lies in being content with what we have and working honestly for what we need.